Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. So this is video number 2, following up on video number 1, which is ThermoArduino 1. This is going to be ThermoArduino number 2. So today we're going to focus on Fusion 360 design software. For you kids, I would like you to design an enclosure using Fusion 360 or other application, AutoCAD if you know, or other tools that you can use. But I think Fusion 360 is very good, very powerful tool. Actually, will let you use your imagination and build anything you want. I was just playing with one app, and I'm just gonna show you what this software can do. I'm gonna go to Fusion, and here is a human face. There's a lot of details into this face, and I'm gonna talk about this later on. We will talk about the designing prototype using 360, how you can print your design, your 3D design, and what type of file format. So before going to Fusion 360, I just want to summarize the whole project that I'm working on, which is basically building non-contact thermometer using infrared sensor. So for that, we're gonna need the sensor, obviously. We're gonna need some kind of brain that will process the signal from the infrared and then display it on your smartphone. So we're gonna go through microcontrollers, Arduino software, IDE. This is basically a development software that we will use to program Arduino. And then we will talk about what type of programming languages we can use with Arduino. And since Arduino is a very small board and doesn't have any USB connectivity, we will use what we call FTDI board to program Arduino. And so this is this series of videos that I will be making in the future. Another series of videos, it's PC board design, and I will talk about the software that we use to basically design a circuit board, and how to create circuit board, what type of methods we can use to print circuit board, and finally soldering these electronics into circuit board. So this is a summary of the entire project. But for today, and only for you kids, I want you to focus on Fusion 360. Once you finish it, you can move on with me with other projects. But for now, focus on designing that enclosure, okay? So this is basically dimension I'm gonna need. So this is a smartphone. Your enclosure is basically this box. Okay, this box is gonna have dimension 23 millimeter by 38 millimeter. Okay, and the height of that box, it will be 10 millimeter. Okay, it's gonna have a circle or a hole basically with 7 millimeter diameter and a button to basically take snapshot of any object temperature. So we need the hole here square, it's gonna be a rectangular hole. So the length, it's gonna be 12 millimeter, and the width, it would be 6 millimeter. So these are the dimensions of your enclosure. This is the enclosure that I want you to design. I want you to be very creative. I'm just made a simple box here, okay? But your design, I want you to implement, let's say, pop sockets that we use to hold the phone, make the phone stand in. So this enclosure will have dual and a value added beside thermometer. We can use it for something else. And I forgot to tell you, but it will be in the middle bottom here, a small hole, diameter of 3 millimeters. So this is where your audio jack wire basically is gonna come from. So I need a hole here, okay? And one more thing, we will have on the other side of the plates of this box in the center, going from bottom, in the middle bottom, to about, let's say, 15 millimeter. So from bottom to top, I want you to make a small circle, and I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. So this is just description of the enclosure you'll be making. So as I said, this hole is going to have an infrared sensor to take measurements. And I'm going to show you actually another implementation of this project for this COVID-19. So once the entire project is finished, it's going to have thermometer. And then a friend of mine, he will be developing a mobile app to basically capture the temperature. And in the future, we might add GPS tracking and other information that can be useful for this COVID-19. So if I scroll down, here is other type of implementation. This idea, I just thought about it today. So let's say you have some kind of band around your head, and this band can have many sensors around it or just one, and basically measuring temperature around us, okay? And maybe another camera here that can use what we call AI, artificial intelligence, to capture basically to recognize that there is a face, there is a human being in front of us. We can measure maybe like a distance of 6 feet, 10 feet, so we don't measure everyone. Just like in the smartphone, you have facial recognition. We can use the same algorithm to detect human face and then somehow measure the temperature of that face. And then this technology will alert us. This person, maybe he has a high temperature. Maybe we should not talk to, I'm sorry, but not talk to that person or stay away from that person, at least during this COVID-19. So this is another implementation that we can use, okay? Now I'm gonna go back. Let's start without any further delay. Let's go and start Fusion 360. So